Okay, you guys, this is really, really, really cool. For all of us who have been doing film negative conversion with Negative Lab Pro and have been loving the results, but hating giving Adobe money, I am so excited about this. So, this is Darktable, and it's free. The first time I looked at this, it was a little finicky. It felt very manual. It didn't feel intuitive. But the other day, I'm like, you know what? I really want to give this another shot. Let's try again. And I think I found a workflow that gives me results I really like and makes me feel like I'm changing things in a way that makes sense. Like the dials have begun to make sense and to click. And I just want to walk you through this workflow because, this is so exciting. Okay, so let's go through this example. A buddy of mine got married. Hold on. Okay. We've got Momo in the background, itching to go out. All right. So this is a roll. I did Ultramax 400 at a buddy's wedding. And I did this in Lightroom as well with Negative Lab Pro. And there were all like the colors, the sun was coming out, going behind the clouds. You had people directly, with the sun directly on them, people with the sun behind them. Getting the color temperature in Negative Lab Pro was a bit of a nightmare for everything. I've been kind of blown away by how easy it has been to get it pretty close with like a copy paste, and then going into each like type of scene. Like these two right here are very, very similar, so it's easy to copy one to the other, or like these four, for example, just copy paste the color profile settings. So an example of the things that this can do workflow wise, we'll come back at that at the end actually. So let's just go through the process, right? So I've got this photo here. I've already cropped it in. We're going to pull up the profile, the module. We're going to select the film stock. Then we're going to go in and we're going to select the whole frame to dial in the dynamic range of this specific film. Then we're going to select the exposure or a scanner compensation. Once you have this, you only do that once. All three things, if you copy and paste to the rest of your pictures, you only have to do this once. And then it just goes to the rest of them. Next, it looks a little blue, right? We're gonna go to corrections. You're supposed to go top to bottom with these modules, but I'm gonna start with the highlights because, yeah. So you just go across the top. And this is like, you just hit your highlight piece and that does most of it. You can move this around if you want to like change the colors a little bit. So just moving this around right here, I'm getting a little bit of a warmer right there. I get a little more of a warmer color. And the sun was out. It's a little warmer day. It fits better. I'm gonna grab this and just come into the highlights, and you can see, not the highlights, the shadows. You can see how those change. Just move it around a little too magenta. I think that kind of strikes the good balance. So the colors are looking pretty good. And we come to this last tab, and we'll just go to this slider here, and we're just gonna crank this. I'm not clicking it. We're just gonna crank this up, and now look at that. Looks so good. I'm just gonna go back into the corrections. You're not supposed to do this. I do it anyway. I just want to see, doing this. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so damn good. And of course, that is exactly where the video cuts out. Just perfect timing. But also a great spot to stop and just kind of point out that moment that happens with all of your hobbies. You go play golf with some friends and you're shit at it, but then you get this one great swing and you're like, maybe there's something to this. I'm still shit at it. I don't really do it anymore. Bad example. But it's why I got into film photography in the first place is I saw this one image that I took of some family, and just the look of it just made me excited to go take more pictures. Editing photos in Negative Lab Pro, and I'd get these amazing images out, and I'm like, I want to go shoot some more film. Like, something here is working that feels really good. It makes me feel really good. And having this moment here with this free software, trying to find an alternative to Negative Lab Pro, to Adobe. I have nothing against Negative Lab Pro itself, but something different than, spending a subscription. If Adobe would let me just buy Lightroom, I'd buy it outright. Cool, down for it. So here, looking for an alternative, trying to find, that sense of life on your terms, and then stumbling across this moment of like energy and excitement and enthusiasm with this alternative. It's this finding this option, and I hope everybody checks it out. I think it's really cool. I think there's something here. Yeah, moments like this of seeing video, seeing the picture come together, it just gets me so excited. I just want to take more pictures. Yeah. So let's restart the cameras, and I'm going to show you what the workflow looks like if you want to try to streamline something. Because right now I've just shown one picture. And when you're editing a roll or 5 rolls all at once and converting them over, you don't want to spend all of your time on every photo. That's kind of a pain in the ass. You can spend a lot of time on a couple photos that you really, really like, that really jump out. But by and large, you just want things to just pop into place. So I'll show you the workflow for a bit of batch processing. All right, so if you're like me and you do a bunch of edits and you're like, I kind of hate that, I want to start over, then what you can do is just go in here and you're going to click, you're in the light table, you're in history stack, discard history, and just say yes. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so now this is what the workflow can look like. Once you've done an edit on a picture you like, you can just do some copy pasting. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to do some cropping, right? And get the cropping orientation. So you're going to Control Shift Copy to just select what you want. Orientation. The initial Negadoctor you already did. It's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. And then we've copied it. We're going to click on this vertical video, and we're going to paste it in. Boom. It's a little hazy, or it doesn't look great. It's a little overdone. But now we're going to do the horizontal one. So I'm just going to Control Shift Copy here. We're going to do all the same thing. Copy those, and now we're going to paste this into our horizontal images. And I mean, enough time was spent on this one. These are all the same lighting setup in terms of there's going to be a little bit of variation because the sun was coming in and out, but for the most part, they're all going to just be, I'd say 90% there. Just a little bit of tweaking because there is some variation in how much direct sunlight they're getting. But once you've done that, let's go back actually. These two scenes are almost identical, so I'm just really, instead of fixing that one, I'm just going to Control Shift Copy. I'm just going to copy the Negadoctor module and then paste it into here. And look, it's fixed. We're good. So that's what a batch process can look like. And then you can go through and say, hey, here's one with the groom coming up. I want to touch it up. Yeah, pop it open. See what tweaks you want to do. But to go back to this, God, while we're here, a bit of a PSA. When you're at a wedding as a guest, you are not the photographer they hired. The photographer they hired is this person here. So you can see here, I'm not standing in the aisle. I'm sitting in a chair. I'm at the edge so I can take pictures, but I'm sitting in the chair. Look around, make sure you're not blocking any shot when you take a picture. And don't step into the aisle. Just stay in your seat, take the pictures you can, and have a good day. Try to look good in the photos. That's really what you're there for. Going back to this, oh my God, like I look at pictures like this and I just want to go take more pictures. I just want to buy film. I just want to buy more film and watch more YouTube videos. Yeah. So I hope this is an alternative that other people would want to take a look at. If you have suggestions for what I can do differently, do better, go faster, let me know, right? Like I'm trying to find ways to live life on my terms, not the way things are defined by big tech companies, right? So I'm all for the feedback. Send them my way.